What's up, guys? Tito getting back on the mic once again, and today we're gonna be talking about Sly Cooper, and we're gonna be talking about when are we gonna get Sly 5, if we ever are gonna get Sly 5, and we should get Sly 5 after that fucking ending of Sly 4. Oh my god, I hate cliffhangers so much. Like, you guys don't understand how much I freaking hate cliffhangers. Especially when it's on a game that I freaking love to death, or a game series that I freaking love to death. And then it's like you leave me on a cliffhanger, I have to wait years until your next game comes out. And, my god. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Sly Cooper, and we're going to be talking about when Sly 5 is going to come out. So, as you guys should know, anyways, Sly did get another game after the original trilogy. The original trilogy ended on the PS2, and on the PS3 and PS Vita, we did get a fourth game called Sly Cooper Thieves in Time in 2013. That was almost 3 years ago. Sly, and this is spoilers if you haven't played it or haven't seen anything about it, but so yeah, you might want to click off this video or skip ahead about a minute or two. Sly 4 ended on a serious cliffhanger. So after you beat the main villain or whatever, everyone goes back or whatever, and Sly is still missing. And if you unlock the secret ending, you'll know that Sly ended up in Egypt. Yeah, and that's exactly where it ends. It's like you see Sly in Egypt, see all this shit, and then it fades to black. And that's it. And it's like, what? That's what it ends on? It's like, I would be perfectly fine if they would have just ended the story right there. At the same time, I'm glad they did that, because it gives more room to expand the Sly universe even more, right? But at the same time, they've taken 3 years, and we still have no clue about another Sly game. So stupid. Now, there is a Sly movie set to release this year. We really don't know exactly when it's supposed to release. We just know that it is supposed to release sometime this year. And, you know, I honestly think that if the Sly movie does release this year, it's going to be late this year. Maybe not late, maybe fall time. October, September, October, maybe. If not, November, December is perfectly fine. But if we do get it around that time, I think that a Sly game needs to be announced at E3. And I honestly think that the Sly game is going to come out near the Sly movie. Now, I usually would be like, oh man, that's too soon. But they've taken 3 years. They've undoubtedly, and it's not like Sly 4 sold bad. It sold pretty decently. They know we need another one. And they've probably been working for the past 3 years, or at least somewhere in these past 3 years almost, getting together Sly 5. And I just think that E3 this year, it needs to be announced. Because if not, that is a huge punch in the gut to all Sly fans around the world. Because we love Sly Cooper. We love Sly Cooper enough that almost a decade after its initial release, we came right back to it and not only bought the Sly collection twice, on the PS3, and for those on the Vita, have it on the Vita. But then we also bought another game. And then they saw that the fan base was well enough to make a movie. I feel like if you're doing all this Sly stuff, I feel like Sly stuff. I feel like if you're doing all this Sly Cooper stuff, there's really no reason not to give us Sly 5. You know?
Mess with the best. Die like the
I hope that doesn't. I sincerely hope that doesn't show up in the recording, because that is really loud. Anyways, yeah, I feel like Sly 5 needs to happen. Sly 4 ended on a cliffhanger. The fan base is here. They know we're here. They need to give us another game. And it needs to be somewhere near the movie. Anyways, though, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want to see a Sly 5. Let me know if you're even into Sly Cooper or not. If you aren't, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you have no childhood if you didn't play Sly Cooper. Because if you played Jak and Daxter, you played Sly Cooper. If you played Ratchet and Clank, you played Sly Cooper. If you played Sly Cooper, you played Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. It's just that simple. If you played one, you played all of them. And if you didn't play all of them, something is seriously wrong with you. You had no childhood. Because those were the top 3 games on the PlayStation. Those were the big hitters for the PlayStation 2. And if you didn't play those games, especially after they went through all the time to remake all 3 trilogies on the PS3 and the Vita, and you haven't played those games, something might be wrong with you. Just saying. Anyways, though, this has been your boy Tito Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.